Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you my a little over 1 month update with Vivid Vision. I had originally planned to do these videos every week, but I'm hitting some plateaus, so it wouldn't really be that exciting if I did it every week just to give little tiny bits of updates of what's going on. So I'm deciding I'm going to just post them as often as I can, and when there's major breakthroughs or updates for myself, or maybe there's new games people want to see. But for myself, I've made some major breakthroughs already a little over a month in what I consider major. They might be minor, but they're major for me, certainly. The first one is that inside Vivid Vision itself, the games have been upgraded to be more difficult. They've changed completely, and this is because my doctor is looking at my numbers, looking at how well I'm performing on these games, and adjusting it accordingly. So I have those quantifiable results there to say, this is how good I was doing, this is how good I'm doing now. So it feels great to see improvements in that way. Another way I'm seeing improvements, and you might be able to notice, you might not, is my lazy eye is right here, and I'll try to get, there's a little bit of a glare here, but aesthetically my eyes seem to be working together a bit more. Not all the time, but sometime. My partner did comment that when I was speaking and looking and just doing everyday activities, it looked like my eyes were working together and one wasn't just kind of staying still or floating off and doing its own thing. So that was fantastic. And lastly, I'm revisiting some of my old vision therapy exercises just to supplement them with vivid vision, like the Brock string, for example. And I'm noticing it to be much easier for me. And this is really exciting because I haven't really done those in months. And coming back to it, I thought, well, I'm going to have to start all over. But no, I'm actually better than I was before. So occasionally I'll see like glimpses of 3D in really weird ways. And it's hard to describe if you haven't seen 3D, but if you do have this condition, you know what I mean when things are fairly flat. But for me, seeing something in 3D was noticing there was space between two objects and it pops in and out ever so often. So that's really jarring for me and really exciting. I'll be really excited to see how the next couple of months go, and I'll keep everybody updated. So anyway, you can check out the games. I'm going to post those, the new games and the updated ones. But I want to give you an update. Hope everybody stays safe during this holiday season and take care of yourself. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, or if there's anything you want to know. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Okay, thank you. Bye.
So this is the second game now, and it's called Bubbles, I think it's what it's called. But essentially, it's a depth perception game, which you can see I failed there. My right eye is my bad eye, and my left eye is my good eye, and I'm just trying to combine those images to see which bubble is closer to me. So you can see, of course, on the screen it's showing you a green circle to show you which ones are closer. But inside my headset, this is just one image, so I'm really having to focus. It's a bit interesting because if I intentionally cross my eyes, I can see the depth a bit better. But I try not doing that because I don't think that's really healthy, and that's using a crutch. So the goal here is to not only find out which ones are closer to you and from further away, you want to point in that order, but also to do it as fast as you can. Now, you don't have to do it as fast as you can. It's much better to focus on which ones are closer to you, but eventually you want to reach the point where you can just hit them very fast. The better I get, the more streaks I get here, the harder the difficulty is. So it can get pretty difficult for me. This is by far my most difficult game. Just anything with like depth perception like this, but I have made some improvements, so I'm happy about that. So this one is called Flash Match, and it's pretty simple. My left eye, all I'm seeing is the animal at the bottom, so that little toucan there. And my right eye, my bad eye, I'm seeing these images pop up, and I have to match it. So using my good eye to see what the animal is, I'm using my right eye to have to actually aim a laser and find the animal it matches up to. Again, of course, there's green circles, but I don't see that inside my headset. This it's just one image for me. The interesting part about this is it does get really difficult because there's very subtle differences in the animals. Like this duck, for example, is facing one way and its feet were further apart. So I really have to focus and find out not only which animal it is, but also what behaviors it may be doing, from having an ear turn one way or having a leg go this way. Or like this one, this is a bat. I got that wrong. Um, it's a really interesting game. It's really fun to help kind of wake up my eyes, and I end the session with this. I did want to mention that I am still doing Breaker for my previous video. That's the paddleball game. My doctor has made that more difficult for me by making the ball smaller. It's much faster, and I forgot the specifics behind it, but putting less emphasis on being able to use my good eye on it. So, really interested to see what the future holds for these games. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and yeah, like I said, it's been a little over 1 month, so let's see what 2 months holds.